Over the past few years, the crypto world has skyrocketed, and the sector worth several trillion billion has amazed the world due to its growth. Every investor tends to study the crypto market now and has kept a couple of cryptocurrencies under watch. But is it true that more people will hop on to the trend as a crypto frenzy is near? Believe it or not, cryptocurrencies are now known as viable investment choices, even though they're now undergoing the early stages of their investment evolution. Welcome to CryptoSafe. Support us by subscribing to the channel. We have a giveaway this month, $30 for the lucky winner who will subscribe, like, and comment on this video. At the end of the month, we will select a winner. Many retail and institutional investors also have shown great interest in the sector. Why? Well, the popularity of cryptos took off, and the returns that investors have gained and will gain as the investment matures with time will be enormous. Many analysts have suggested that these statements aren't unrealistic. On that note, the banking giant Wells Fargo says crypto is nearing the hyper-adoption phase, similar to what happened with the internet during the late 90s. Wells Fargo suggests the internet adoption rate is similar to that old crypto frenzy and states even though the trend is in the early phase, it's not too early. The phenomenal players in the banking sector handle around $1.9 trillion in assets. According to them, crypto should be accessed via professionally managed private placements. In contrast, Wells Fargo also says they don't recommend crypto mutual funds, grantor trusts, ETFs, and individual cryptocurrency speculation. But if you are contemplating whether you should get skin in the game for cryptocurrency investments, then banking can't think it's not too early to hop onto the trend. The bank's Global Investment Strategy Team report states that crypto users have grown alarmingly high around the world, and the fact that the adoption rates are also skyrocketing corresponding to its fame can't be overlooked. Within 10 years, there are chances of the sector reaching a greater zenith that no other asset sector could exhibit so far. Over time, the use case of these currencies has attracted the investor community. In the case of accomplishing cross-border transactions, few currencies earned recognition. Also, currency like Monero grants complete anonymity and hyped up the game further. Bitcoin and Ethereum, being the early comers, have grabbed the opportunity to emerge as one among the top cryptocurrencies. Taking all these factors into consideration, the bank recommended investors consider investing in cryptocurrencies via professionally managed private placements, which indicates that they are suggesting them to be patient as the industry continues to mature and earn greater returns. The company also stated that they believe that 2022 would bring greater clarity to the regulatory issues and make the grounds clear by bringing in suitable and applicable laws. It could then lead to higher quality investments. While the sector is booming, many think it is too late to invest in it, as many currencies have already taken off to hit the literal moon. However, the company still thinks that investors can get onto the boat. And it's natural for new investors to feel and see as they start poking around digital assets for the first time. The report also indicates that the performance numbers for the majority of tokens are skewed as they have prospered from virtually zero. The bank also pointed out that it is a nascent industry you may address and consider it as relatively a young investment space. Also, a major portion of crypto projects is less than 5 years old. The research was conducted to draw the similarities between the hype surrounding crypto now and the hype that surrounded the internet's performance in the late 90s. In 1996, the web's use was 77 million and it surged to 412 million in 2000. So, the bank believes that crypto might have hit an adoption inflection point that carries a resemblance to where the internet was back then. The comparison suggests that crypto usage today is somewhat ahead of the mid to late 1990s internet frenzy. Precise numbers aside, undoubtedly the global adoption rates of crypto are rising, and hitting the hyper-inflection point shortly doesn't sound too unrealistic. To boost the claims, the banking giant registered on a passive Bitcoin tryst with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission in August. Other than Wells Fargo, now Van Eck believes crypto adoption is near and has opened the doors for institutions to new investment in 7 different crypto assets. Should the investor community care about multi-token crypto funds? From the past involvement of VanEck with the crypto sector, it's clear that they want big exposure into the crypto economy. Last year, VanEck filed for a Bitcoin spot exchange-traded fund, or ETF. This year again, VanEck is pushing for Bitcoin mining. They introduced a Bitcoin mining ETF this year, which trials a bit further down the risk curve. The first ever multi-token crypto fund was filed by VanEck. The first 7 picks that the firm has come up with come as no major surprise. However, there seems to be something brewing behind the scenes, and it seems to be one curious outlier. VanEck's investment product will now hold some of the well-known players in the crypto space, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Avalanche, Polygon, and Tron. While all those listed have become all-time favorites, Tron seems to be the one that somehow has gotten into the door despite earning virtually zero recognition. It's also possible that Tron is attempting to bring about some significant adjustments to flip the narrative back towards Tron's favor. One of the major crypto exchanges, Kraken, recently kicked off a TRX staking program. They stated, earn up to 9% in yearly rewards, issued weekly with instant stake and unstake. However, we can't be sure about how enticing 9% sounds for a network as quiet as Tron. Any blockchain can indeed skyrocket overnight. Statistically speaking, the odds are, however, not in favor of any performance chart that moves at a ZEC-like pace. One query that pops into everyone's mind is whether we should pay attention to these crypto funds. Even though institution funds deliver a great insight into these big projects, the truth is we might be better off not following the same road before we do our own due diligence and see if it fits in our investment plan. Copying blind might cost you highly. When you invest in a fund, it's an IOU and not the product itself. We know that many institutions contemplate reaping all the benefits of Bitcoin without actually purchasing the token. However, eventually, they will remember the old crypto saying, not your keys, not your coins, as there will come a phase where they need actual tokens to do the business. You can earn insight into the financial benefits encompassing an asset by analyzing a Bitcoin ETF, this VanEck crypto fund, or any crypto fund for that matter. However, these methods don't let you have an insight into the real innovation posed by these digital assets. The problem with it is when the company wants to do business with another efficient player that accepts only Bitcoin as the merchandising option, it will become hard to make a deal. Having a slice of a Bitcoin ETF won't earn you the shortcut to it, just like how a banknote that promises a share of gold wouldn't be sufficient to enter a deal with a chip manufacturer. And it's cent% sure that the company wouldn't take a Bitcoin ETF and upload it to a hardware wallet or use it to purchase a sandwich from a cafe. The point here is that a fund acts as a financial vehicle and not an innovative technology. While whales may not have a problem with this strategy, the rest of the efficient players also could care less about the underlying technology. However, for normal people, it's better to start after analyzing. With that, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video informational and wish to see more content, please hit the like button. Do let us know your opinions in our comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure to turn on the post notifications so that you always get notified whenever we post a new video. Till then, keep watching our other videos. We will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.